Action pack, of course.
It's like the real live Star Wars and the real live Top Gun.
Wow.
You know, with real live black people.
And they kill a lot of Nazis in the movie.
Yeah, and you know how black people do it. Black people do it different from how everybody else do it. Black people got their own way of doing things.
We've done every low-down, dirty job you've handed us. You have not assigned us a single forward mission.
You're just gonna have to suffer a failure.
We have a right to fight for our country, the same as every other American.
Is it true you want to be a pilot now after all this?
I wanted to be a pilot way before this happened, but it's given me the impetus to say, you know, I either go and do it now or it's not going to get done.
You're not scared of getting up there? Like, I know it's the movie thing, but the actual thing, you know, a lot of people, you know, they fuck up there, man.
Nah, it's scarier. Like, you know, remember you ride on your boy's bike, you sit on the handlebars. It's scarier to be driven someplace, to be flown someplace, than when you're really riding and controlling the bike yourself. You know, I just want to get up there and spin a little bit.
I see Oprah went to the premiere. That's big right there.
Yeah, I mean,
wow, a lot of support.
Showed up. She saw a little piece of the film.
Okay.
She saw an advanced screening of it and fell in love with it, called Tyler Perry, called T.D. Jakes, you know, pulled out the stop, set up screenings in Dallas. I mean, she did a big, big thing for the sake of the Tuskegee Airmen in this film.
Your character is kind of like a George Lucas, man. You had to, like, you know, persuade all the white people to believe in all the black pilots. I heard that was your role.
Well, I don't know if the white people believes in the black pilots right now, but I know I believe in that Spanish girl that just went down the
Yeah,
hall.
you saw that ass?
George had to put up a battle. He had to put up a little bit of battle like anybody does that's trying to change the market by doing something that people aren't doing, you know, and endorsing a group of people that haven't really been endorsed is to disenfranchise, even though black people have seemed to have mastered all other areas of the media and the exploits or being exploited, you know, for the sake of things. But in the film business, we haven't been given what we're supposed to. And George was like, you know, to hell with waiting for y'all to do it. I'm going to do it myself.
Wow, that's gangster, yo.
Yeah, and now he's standing behind it. And the studios, if George goes, if this movie makes Star Wars kind of money, which it has the potential, because it looks like Star Wars, but it's actually, you know, nobody's using some force. They're using the actual human force to make things happen. So I think George might change the world again.
How you keep your swag? So you're like the only actor I know that has like permanent swag. Like,
that's because you don't go to sleep.
What your kids think of the movie, man? I know your kids went to see
my
it.
kids fell in love with it. My daughter thinks, my eldest think it's the best work I've ever done.
Oh, for real? Wow.
You know, she think I'm the best actor in it. I was like, that's why that's my baby. I thought it's just the little kids that would get it, like the 12, 13-year-olds. But it's like 15, 18, 29, 90-year-old kids are watching this movie. I tell you, George Bush, when he was watching it, he's got to be almost 90 now, right?
Is he still alive?
But he was, George H. But he was like a little kid.
Oh,
he
my
was like
God,
a little kid sitting there enjoying the flick.
I can't believe somebody was 19 flying these things and then going into battle. It's pretty stunning and amazing when you think about it.
How's it to meet the actual like Tuskegee guys, man? I know you were bugging the fuck out.
Oh,
like,
man, they're like children.
What?
Because they don't even realize, you know, when you go through hell, like there's an old statement, if you're going through hell, keep going. And these kids, that's what they were doing. They were 18, 19, 20, and 21.
Flying planes.
You know, flying planes, you know, battling bullets and all that. And they were as scared as we would be afraid. But they still kept going because somebody had to do it. Those cats having so much courage in the early. Wow. Now,
she's hot.
What's that about?
She's extra hot.
What is that about?
She runs.
She's married.
How's it to work back with Cuba again, man? Like, you know.
I think Cuba is the end all and be all, man.
Was there a pimp battle? Like,
no, because Cuba's got that on lock.
Okay.
Cuba is in the movie. There's this cat Lightning. That's really like, to me, the star of the movie, played by David Oyelowo.
Yeah, I heard he had everybody crying.
Oh my goodness, this kid is great. But his courage, the only living person I've ever seen display that type of courage is Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh wow,
he's not afraid of anything, and he's so articulate. and so ready on the money and will go to war no matter what's at stake.
They got us out here using planes to mop floors, fellas.
Get your head up, son. You're fighter pilots.
You guys decided you've done the Tuskegee joint when Hearts War.
Yeah.
He did the other HBO special. You guys already are experienced, but what's up with the young boys like Neo, Elijah? You guys have to smack those dudes up and
Hell no, those kids, you're young and full of it. Tristan is ready to do it. They're all ready for what they have to do. Elijah Kelly, all of them are prepared, and I wish I had that testosterone drive that I had when I was 19, 20 years old.
Oh, for real?
Or 24 and all of that. You get 42, you get to the point where it's like, no, let's walk down the hill and get them on. But I miss running down the hill. I miss running down that hill. They tried to put my daddy in the Army. They tried to draft him into Vietnam.
Oh, for real? Nah.
He put on a dashiki and some war paint. He said, you give me a gun, I'm going to shoot the first white person I see.
I thought there was going to be a lot of love interest in the movie. There's only one. I'm surprised you didn't get any like love interests.
I talked about that.
I'm pissed off that Jasmine Sullivan got sliced out. What happened, yo?
Oh, they needed to make it into a film that everybody would enjoy. So sometimes you got to cut it short a little bit. I got cut down, so Jasmine, she can't get upset that she gets cut down.
Yeah.
She'll be in something else that she'll get cut down again, and then eventually they'll keep her in there. That's just how it goes.
I want to see you bang her or something. I would have been in that movie.
I would have loved to have banged anything.
Jewish people weren't hugging you in the airport, like when they see you, like,
no.
Ooh, you killed Nazis, yo.
No.
You sure, man?
No.
They love y'all for that, man.
Yeah, but what's funny, it's not really the Nazis that's the monsters in the movie. The monsters in the film happens to be other Americans.
58 million. How much you got out of there for the black people that need to know, man? People are ignorant out there.
Well, no.
10 mil, 15?
What? I got out of it?
You had to split with Cuba.
No, we didn't get nothing.
Come on, man.
This was scale. I mean, it was an independent film, honestly.
Wow. So
there was no money that was spread to the cast.
What?
Everything went right in there. Everybody got scale. It was scale. That's how the big dogs do it. They're like, it's going to be a benefit for you to come and work with me, period. But everybody did the movie because they wanted to be a part of what George Lucas was doing, and they wanted to be a part of telling this story. They didn't pay anybody any real money in Star Wars.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's gangster, yo.
That's how they do it.
Is that how they really do it, man?
Spike Lee does that too.
Ah, serious?
You make your money off of the idiots. The people that's got their name set up, they're like, no, you're going to get a benefit from working. Working for me is going to be your pay.
I met Nelson Mandela and I see you played him. Why is that movie only like in Canada and you and
Well, it hasn't come out yet. It's still,
okay.
We weren't even. I was mad that they not released it, but that they screened it early in Toronto, an unfinished product. But they just wanted to let people know, look, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But I'm like, bring it out when it's out.
You weren't like stressed to do that role, like you took up, like wow, Mandela.
Nah, you just either do it or you don't. If you don't say you're gonna do it, it's too late. You done jumped out of the airplane. You can't hop back in there.
Wow,
you're halfway down. You might as well enjoy it. You know what I mean?
As far as music, because I've hung out with you in mad different countries, man. Like, what's the music looking like for you, man? I heard you came out with the guitar on my homies a couple times, man. They all told me the guitar stories with you, man.
I still got the guitar. I got the piano. Well, people used to get mad that I bring it to clubs and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sit there listening to all that crap they were playing in the clubs.
All that dancing.
I mean, all that's fine. I'd rather go in the corner, and back in the day, you had a couple drinks. I really wanted a jazz club. That's what I needed to be at. I needed to be at a jazz club.
Okay, wow.
And a lot of people that, fuck them people that don't play instruments. If you don't know how to play an instrument, don't hate on me because I can play.
And to think if they didn't go through that, where would we be today? Like, oh my God.
You wouldn't have this show.
I tell you that.
You might be in this building, but you'd be pushing a broom.
What do you think LeBron would be doing right now? LeBron James, man.
Man, I feel sorry for big folks like that. He'd be in jail. But if they didn't do it, somebody else would have made the fight. I think we would still be deep deep, deep into the civil rights movement and a little more proactive. Because sometimes we can get a little relaxed and lackadaisical thinking that everything is done. We don't have to put the fight up anymore. And no, you can't be further from the truth.
Mm.
You know, the battle is still ahead of us. We still have to find that economic balance that we don't have.